something.
Well, she usually is.
But you're onto her, aren't you? But poor Dad is wrapped around her little finger.
Well, you are, Chris.
That's not true at all. I think she's upset. She didn't even finish her chocolate cake. Something's wrong.
Like what?
Well, I don't know, but why isn't Ben here? I invited them both over for dinner.
She said why.
Oh, he's just tired and wants to go home and listen to a new record he bought. I don't buy that.
You're reading into things. They just moved. Ben probably wants to get settled.
I'm telling you, she's upset.
Yes, I can tell by her red-rimmed eyes.
Just because she doesn't wail and moan doesn't mean she's not worried. It's subtle.
That's how I know. If something was really wrong, she'd tell us. Or you, but she's being subtle. Now, you may think that she's upset, but I know that she's maneuvering for position.
And what if she does need our help with something?
Well, then she's out of luck.
Why?
Because we did our job. She left the nest. We don't have to keep shoving grubs down her throat. She's supposed to pull together her own grubs now.
That's a warm, fuzzy vision of parenthood.
We didn't get constant propping up from our parents. Why should she?
It was a different time.
It's always a different time. If just once she finished something she started, I'd feel differently. But she trails unfinished projects and jobs behind her like breadcrumbs. And then when she's out of dough, she comes flying back home.
I think you're mixing your metaphors.
You always try to change the argument when you don't want to deal with what's at hand.
I do not. How can you say that?
See, now we're arguing about this instead of what I said.
Fine. I don't think you're being fair. No, she hasn't succeeded in everything she's done, but I'm proud of the way she's always trying new things.
Of course she is, because she never just bears down and sticks to something. Look, Chris, we're only a few years away from retirement. Phoebe married. Heidi graduated. She's getting a job. Isn't this where our responsibilities end? I know it's a cliche, but isn't this supposed to be our time?
Well, how would it not be our time if Phoebe needs our help with something? We're well provided for financially.
I'm sick of being a parent, okay? 30 plus years of my life has been quite enough. I want to focus on my own life for a while. Look, Chris, I don't want to see her upset or struggling, you know that. But there comes a time in your life that you have to learn that you can't always get what you want. You have to compromise.
Gwen, I know what you're saying.
I called Ben. He says hi.
Well, how is he?
He's fine.
Well, good. How's the new apartment?
It's great. I mean, there are little things. Ben's taken over our bedroom with some posters and things I could live without. But I know he hates that old clock of grandma's that rings the wrong number of times. So it's a compromise, right?
Yes, indeed.
Listen, there's something I want to ask you guys.
Really?
Gwen.
What's going on?
Nothing. So, what's wrong?
Nothing's wrong. What's wrong with you two?
Nothing.
What did you want to ask?
Well, lately I've been reevaluating things. Everyone I know seems to have a real career. Elaine's at Random House, Ben has his architecture, but I've kind of let myself drift, which I'm sure you'd agree with, Mother.
And so what did you have in mind?
I want to go back to school. I want to finish college and move on to graduate school in journalism. I spoke with the admissions office up at Columbia, and they say that if I hurry up and get my application in, I can be considered for spring semester.
Wow, what brought this on?
Well, Heidi's graduation got me thinking, and I mean, it sounds dumb, but I was filling out one of those questionnaires recently, and I'm sick of checking the box that says some college experience. I mean, I did well in school. It's not like it was hard for me.
I don't know if that's the best reason to go back to school.
That's not the reason, Dad.
Well, you shouldn't feel you have to because of Heidi.
No, Dad, this is about me.
How many more credits do you need until you finish?
Well, I missed senior year, but if I get admitted for spring, I can get all of my coursework done by working through spring and summer and move straight on to graduate school in the fall.
That is an awful lot of work.
So that's why I kept putting it off. Every time I thought about it, it just seemed more and more daunting, but I need to do this.
And what does Ben think about this?
He's being pretty supportive.
How much money do you need?
Right, well, that's what I am. It depends on how much I can get in financial aid. I figure I'll need about $3,000 or $4,000 each semester.
Well,
I think we could do
do that, don't you, Chris?
Huh? Oh, yeah, sure.
Really? Oh, yes, I think it's a wonderful idea.
Wow, I didn't think it'd be this easy. Thank you!
Well, what are parents for?
I need to go call Ben. What?
You won't soft, do you?
No, I am not. I'm just glad she's finally getting her degree. I mean, it's years too late, but,
You don't fool me.
well, don't tell her.